25-yard line. Right to the air is Rush. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Rush. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play fake. Here's Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle. 35 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this out to the 25. Throwing here, Rush. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and 9. Here's Rush to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now Rush. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. To throw is Rush. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chauncey Golston Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action with rush. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw, rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 70 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rush. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Jackson now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Second and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chauncey Golston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rush. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, man. That is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fourth down, here's Rush. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw. Rush. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rush, he's going to change it up.
Back to throw again. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Throwing here, Rush.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Rush to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Kevontae Turpin.
30 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is down to 2.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson from the shotgun. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In motion goes the tight end. Now rush. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They're going for it. Rush.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Rush. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlight.